In 2016, it was the Neewer CN160, one of the best LED lights on camera for YouTube of its time. Sure, a little bulky, a little plasticky, but for around $30, an absolute hero in its day. Then it was the Neewer 176. For the same price, we got a slimmer build quality. We got an LED screen that didn't do much but made us feel like we were in the future. We got the ability to add DC power, all for a budget price of around $30. A true step forward, but it wasn't good enough. But now, the future is here. The ESDDI 144 bulbs, a bicolor LED light with aluminum construction. What? For the same price as the other two? It's true. Buckle your frickin' seatbelts, because this is the future of the best on-camera LED light for YouTube. Let's go. Hey, what's up? Sean Cano here, and this is Think Media, and I'm super excited to be bringing you my updated video on my favorite budget on-camera light for YouTube videos. If you've been a part of the channel for a long time, we've been covering these Neewer lights for years now, and these things have been pretty awesome. Probably one of their biggest downsides was really just their plastic construction and the build quality, but if you treated them right, they were super versatile tools that could really light up any situation, whether you were shooting at home in a setting like this or on camera on the go. These two Neewer lights are still available and still pretty popular, and you can actually pick up the CN160 for around $21 and the 176 for around $23, but that is without the battery, so you actually have to spend a little over $30 to pick up either of these. So enter the brand new ESDDI LED on-camera light that actually gives us a lot of the things we want going into the future for lighting. When it comes to the actual results that this light is going to produce, it's going to be pretty similar to the other lights. It turns on, it'll light you up. The CRI, which is the color rendering index, is above 95%, so pretty good as far as its color accuracy, and you're getting a pretty quality LED light overall. However, you're getting a lot of features that these other two just didn't give you. The first one that I'm super pumped about is the fact that these are bicolor. So not only can you do kind of a daylight white temperature just like this, you can also switch the color over to an amber lighting so that it'll be warmer and could maybe match the lamps in your home, or daylight if you were shooting during the day or around a window and wanting to match the light. So that's already a unique value proposition compared to the other two. And at the time of shooting this video, you could pick up this light for right around $31 with a charger that comes in the box, with a battery that comes in the box, and then you're also going to get a very updated and slim build construction. I mean, we have this aluminum alloy on the back here, and what's great is this light is super easy to use. You just press and hold the power button to fire it up. It's going to start at a dimming level of 10%. That is the lowest level of brightness that you can start at. When you press the mode button, it switches to your Kelvin adjustments. It starts at 3200 Kelvin, which is white balance, and then you can go up in 100 step increments to 4100 all the way up to 5600, which is going to be your daylight kind of Kelvin temperature. We can also go to any Kelvin temperature in between. And if you have a camera like an M50, SL2, or an A6400 that allows you to set custom white balance according to the Kelvin temperature, you would just go into your camera, select 4500 Kelvin, and then you would know that this is the exact light to match that white balance so skin tones look accurate. If we switch the mode back to dimming, we can then go all the way up to 99%, and you can see how bright this light can get. Now, you actually have 144 bulbs inside of here. The Neewer 160 had 160 bulbs, so that does come into play as far as how bright the light gets, but that thing would probably get brighter than you would need it. The other one, 176, that's 176 bulbs. And in this case, because there's two different colors, you do have the light color temperature split between the two different light bulbs. So if you need more brightness, you potentially might want to upgrade to a larger version of this light. Now, interestingly enough, Neewer has a competitor in their line as well that has this same aluminum design that's right around the same price. However, their light is 104 bulbs for around $35. So if we are in the battle for what's the best budget light, the ESDDI beats the Neewer by just a little bit. Additionally, you can tap the power button to get a readout of how much battery power is left. And then the light comes mounted on this cool little piece, which is a hot shoe, cold shoe that can slip right on top of your DSLR or mirrorless camera or on a rig just like this. It has a 1/4-20 thread in there, so if you want to put this on top of a light stand, you can do that really conveniently. And this piece is also separate from the light itself, and so you can detach it here, and if you want to mount some other mounting solution there, you can use that, and then this piece is separate. All comes together nicely, super user-friendly to use, and a great light overall for an incredible price. So right now you're seeing the light mounted on a Unazi smartphone video rig. One of the best ways to get started creating YouTube content is just using your smartphone and accessorizing it by putting a mic on there and a light on there. So if you haven't seen my video about this particular setup, I'll link that up on the YouTube card and put a link to it in the description below. But one of my favorite things about this light is, of course, you could take it on the go, mounted on top of your camera or on a rig like this, but you also could set it up at home and put it on a light stand, and it accepts DC power. So way back when we were covering the original CN160, you actually had to get like a battery that had the DC in for the whole setup. And so now what's cool is you can just get an external DC power rig like this, and we'll put links to everything in the description below, and you can actually plug it on the side of the camera right here, and you can power it continuously for as long as you want to shoot by just plugging it into a wall. And so definitely a feature-packed light that is certainly worth checking out if you're creating any kind of YouTube content or social media content that won't break the bank. So for right around $30, the EDSSI is hyper competitive, and you could even pick up two if you wanted to have two different light sources, have a little bit more flexibility. And of course, there's also other models that are larger that just include more bulbs. And so we can definitely see that this is a light of the future. We should expect kind of construction like this, more durability, more build quality. Even the 176, these other Neewer lights, they are definitely the old school. You can just tell they're plastic. You don't want to drop these. We've dropped them before. We've gone through a lot of these, and they can just shatter or snap, or the plastic breaks. I wouldn't think that this light is going to be invincible, but you can already tell that the build quality is light years ahead of the previous plastic versions. But I want to pass the question off to you. What lights do you currently use for your YouTube videos? Tell me in the comment section below. Smash like if you got value out of this video. And if you actually want to see other budget options for creating awesome YouTube content and some LED light panels and bigger setups that won't break the bank, then just click or tap the YouTube card to watch that series, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.